Just when you thought your careful planning had secured your future, something unsettling is happening right now, and it's hitting those who thought they were doing the right thing. If you've saved even a modest amount, £3,000, maybe a little more thinking it would give you peace of mind in your retirement. This message is for you, because what we're seeing across the UK is shaking the very foundation of how pensioners are treated. Ordinary people, not millionaires, not tax dodgers, but modest, hard-working, rule-abiding pensioners are opening letters they never expected to receive. HMRC and the DWP are reassessing benefits, reviewing savings, and in some cases, reducing or cutting pension credit, housing benefit, and other crucial entitlements. Why now? Why you? And what can you do to protect every single pound you've worked for? Don't scroll past. Don't assume this is about someone else. Because the truth is, it could be about you. This is your money, your future, and your right to live with dignity. Welcome to Pensioners Power, your trusted source for everything you need to know about pensions, retirement planning, and financial wellness. Here, we cover the latest news, expert insights, and essential updates to help you maximize your retirement years. Whether it's understanding pension schemes, making the most of your savings, or staying informed about financial changes, you're in the right place. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an important update. Now, let's jump right into today's topic. Just weeks ago, Margaret from Leeds, 72 years old, a widow of 6 years, and a retired bakery worker sat in her kitchen, staring at a brown envelope with trembling hands. Inside, a letter from the DWP saying her pension credit was being reassessed due to her capital. What capital? She thought. Margaret had put aside just over £4,000. Nothing extravagant. Just a few hundred here and there, over the years for boiler repairs, emergencies, or maybe a train to Devon to visit her granddaughter. But now, the system she trusted was asking if she'd done something wrong. I felt like a criminal for saving, she said. I just wanted to be prepared. I thought that was the responsible thing to do. And Margaret's story isn't unique. Across Britain, pensioners are receiving similar letters, notices of reassessment, reductions in housing benefit, and threats to their NHS entitlements, not because they've done anything wrong, but because they've saved modestly, because they've played by the rules. Here's what's really happening and why it's suddenly causing so much distress. The HMRC, working alongside the Department for Work and Pensions, has increased enforcement of means-tested benefit eligibility. This means your savings, even small amounts over certain thresholds, can impact how much help you receive. Let's break down the key facts. For pension credit, the first £10,000 of savings is disregarded. But every £500 over that is treated as if you're earning £1 per week in income. That notional income is then deducted from your benefit entitlement. Now you might say, but I've only got £4,000. I'm well below the £10,000. That's the worrying part. Enforcement is expanding. Some councils and DWP offices are initiating reassessments for anyone with savings over £3,000, especially if past reports of capital are inconsistent or if benefit data hasn't been updated recently. Suddenly, even those well below the threshold are getting letters. Let's meet Bill from Birmingham. Bill is 79, a widower, and a retired electrician who's lived in the same terrace house for 4 decades. After his wife died, Bill used some of his modest savings to fix the roof. A few weeks later, a letter arrived. His housing benefit was being reduced. Why? Undeclared capital, it said. But Bill had declared everything. The problem? The system misread his bank statements. He was devastated, ashamed. He thought he'd made a mistake. But thanks to his daughter, Bill contacted Citizens Advice, and within 2 weeks, the error was corrected. "I felt embarrassed," Bill told us, "but they treated me with kindness. I wish I'd reached out sooner." This is why we say, do not sit in silence if one of these letters arrives at your door. Mistakes happen. You are not at fault for system errors, and you have every right to ask for clarity, challenge decisions, and get expert help. Now let's talk about Elaine and Richard A. Kind, quiet couple from Kent, both in their late 70s. They had around £6,000 in savings. When their pension credit was reassessed, they feared the worst. They thought they'd lose their claim entirely. But after a free consultation with Age, UK, they discovered they were still entitled to £5 per week in pension credit. At first they thought, that's not worth it. But here's the twist that £5 a week unlocked everything. Free NHS dental care. Warm home discount. Reduced council tax. Free prescriptions. Help with energy bills. Elaine said, "We almost gave it up for £5. But that small amount saved us hundreds. I'm so glad we checked." And this is the point too many miss. Even a single pound of pension credit keeps the door open to massive support. Never assume it's not worth it. Always check. So what happens if you receive one of these dreaded brown envelopes? Don't panic. Open the letter carefully. Read it through. And then get advice. Reach out to Citizens Advice. AGUK. Turn to use your local council's welfare rights team. These organizations exist specifically to help with this kind of issue. You don't need to face it alone. Keep your claims active. Even if your benefit is reduced, don't cancel your claim. A tiny entitlement can still qualify you for essential extras. Review your bank statements. Look for anything that could be misunderstood: a large gift from a relative, a one-off deposit, or savings moved between accounts. Make notes. Be ready to explain. Now, let me leave you with one more story, a story of hope. Arthur, 84, lives alone in Manchester. He saved £8,000 over the years quietly, carefully, just to cover funeral costs and a few rainy day emergencies. Then came the reassessment letter. At first, Arthur felt crushed. He almost didn't bother appealing. He thought it was over. But his neighbor, bless her, encouraged him to call the local welfare advice team. That one phone call changed everything. Not only was some of his housing benefit restored, but they also helped Arthur apply for pension credit, something he didn't even realize he qualified for. Arthur said, "I thought I was too old to fight for anything, but they reminded me I still count." And that's what I want you to hear more than anything today. You still count. You matter. And you're not alone. To everyone watching this, if you've saved a little, if you've always tried to do the right thing, if you're scared by a brown envelope on your doormat, take a breath. You have not done anything wrong. You deserve support. You deserve clarity. And you deserve dignity. You are not just a number on a form. You are someone who has lived, loved, worked, raised families, and built the very communities we all live in today. And you deserve peace in your retirement, not fear over £500 in savings. Please don't carry this alone. Call for help. Ask questions. And never let shame stop you from getting what you're entitled to. You are not alone. Not today. Not ever. Thank you for watching Pensioners Power. If you found this video helpful, be sure to give it a thumbs up and share it with others. Stay informed, stay engaged, and we'll see you in the next video with more insights on the issues that affect the UK. Take care, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for all the latest updates.